everyone, I'm Susan and I'm a dancer and dance teacher here in St John's. I grew up in Essex in the UK and I moved here 4 years ago now and became a permanent resident last year. I was really fortunate when I was younger that my parents sent me to dance class. I started when I was 3 and I did lessons in ballet, modern, tap and jazz, and then I went to university and I did a dance degree. I was then really lucky to go and work and travel and learn in many places over the world, which has been a great asset to me in my teaching career. Now, other people have not had the chances to take dance classes for various reasons, so I wanted to create an online tutorial to introduce people to different dance styles that they haven't maybe had the fortune to experience before. So today I'm going to be doing ballet, tap and jazz, a little introduction to each of them. So this is perfect if you've never danced before. This is just an introduction to each of the styles. First of all, we're starting with a warm up with ballet to get our bodies nice and warm, and then we're going to learn some tap steps, and then we're going to learn a little jazz combo. Okay, so it's perfect if you haven't done anything before, or if you're just a beginner starting out, it's great too. Or even if you've danced before and you want to go back to basics, then that would be good too. So, before we begin, make sure you have a little bit of room. I don't want anyone hurting themselves, so don't stub your toe or hit your arm, or we also don't want to break anything, either in ourselves or your great grand's best china. So just make sure you have a little bit of room, and on your feet you could just have bare feet, which would be great. I've got some ballet shoes on and I'm going to show you my ballet shoes and my tap shoes and also my jazz shoes when I get changed for the next style. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this is a ballet bar. Now you can use anything you have at home, the back of a chair, a table, or you don't even need to have a bar at all if you can't find anything. You can just do it without. So if you have got something, then you just place your hand lightly on the bar, and this is pretending to be a partner. Okay, now our feet, let's begin with our feet. Our heels are going to be together and our toes make a smiley face, and this is called first position. And then we pull our legs up really straight. The feeling is if we're going to pull on a pair of skinny jeans, we want to pull everything up, and our tummy muscles are going to pull into our spine, and we're going to stand super tall, shoulders nice and wide, and neck nice and long like a swan. Okay, and our arms are going to be in a circle type shape. So we're standing up really nice and tall, our feet evenly placed on the ground in our smiley face first position. And then we place one hand onto our bar or our chair or table, and then we point one foot to the side. So this is called a tonju. You point all the way to your toenails and then place it on the floor. And now we're going to do a plie. This is how we warm up in ballet. So we do a bend. You bend your knees, bend, and then we stretch again. And we bend, and then we stretch. And we're going to do a rise up onto the balls of our feet. And then we lower. And then we're going to tonju again. And close into first position. And then we go again. We bend and stretch. And we bend and stretch. And we rise and lower. And we're going to tonju to the side again and put our foot down. Now this is called second position. Okay, so our feet are apart. Now every time we bend, we want to try and get our knees over our toes. So you don't want them coming forwards because that could really hurt our knees. Okay, so knees over toes, we're pushing our thighs back. And we stretch, and we bend, and we stretch, and we rise, and we lower, and we point, and we close. Okay, so we're going to do that in second, and then in first, and then in second, and then in first. Now, if you're feeling brave, when we rise, you could take a nice arm up and down. Okay, like a nice big butterfly wing up and down. Okay, so let's give it a go with some music. So we have to make sure we're standing really tall to begin with our tight skinny jeans on. Well, let's begin. So we're going to put our hand onto the bar and point to the side. Here we go. Bend. Bend again. And rise. And point. Bend. Rise up. Back to the side. And rise. And we're going to lower our hand off the bar and stand up nice and tall. Okay. Next we have our tonju exercise. So for this we're going to be facing the bar. So we would be this way with our hand like so. But to teach it I'm going to face you. So pretend my hands are on the bar here. I'm going to tonju my right foot first to the side. So I'm going to do slowly point and slowly close. I point, I close, I point and I close. Other side. I slowly close. A point and a close, a point and a close. Then we go again. So each time you point, go all the way through your foot and then you come all the way back. So you really want to warm up our feet. So really articulating all the way through our foot. We go the other side and come back. A point, a close, a point and a close. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so you're going to face your bar. Feet in first position. Pull those legs up. And place your hands on the bar. Here we go. Back foot. Point to the side. And point. And point. Other side. Other leg again. Point to the side. And you close. Point, close. One more time. Point, close, point, close, point and close. Lower the arms. Okay. Okay, so next we're going to do some retiere. So for this, I don't need the bar anymore. So I'm just quickly going to move mine to the side. Here. Okay, so for this one, this is going to test our balance, and it also teaches where the position of our leg for things like turns and arabesques, for example, where you take your foot to your knee and then you extend your leg out. It teaches all those sorts of things. So we're going to do for today our feet in first position and our arms in our nice circle. And we're going to turn you to the side, and then we're going to lift our toe and put it on this knobbly bit in our knee here. Okay, so have a feel in your leg, and there's a little knobbly bit at the side of your knee, and that is where your toe is going to go. And then we're going to point again and close. And we do the other side. Point and lift and a point and a close and again and a lift and a point and a close. Okay, so we're going to do that right, left, and a fun thing to do, just in your own time, is to point and then lift and then just see how long you can balance for, and then point and close. Okay, all right, let's give it a go. Okay. Here we go. Get back over there. Okay. Here we go. Point. Lift. Next we have, some nice port de bras. Now port de bras is one of my favorite things in ballet. It's all about the arms. So no matter what is happening with the feet, as long as you've got beautiful arms, then it's a great port de bras. Okay, so for this one, we are going to stand in first position again. So make a nice V with your feet and our arms are in our circle. First one, we're going to do a big butterfly ring with our arm. Up and down, then the other arm and down, then both together. Bum, ba-dum, bum. And then we're going to do what we call third port de bras. So we have different port de bras and they have different numbers. This one is number 3. So first of all, we lift our arms in front of us, as if we were going to give somebody a big hug, but our hands aren't touching. And then they lift up, but they're not quite over our head. Because if they were over our head, what happened was our backs would arch like this. So we should have them just far enough forwards that if you wiggle your fingers, but you're not actually looking at your fingers, you should see them wiggling. So that's a little trick. If you wiggle them, but I'm looking straight forward so I can see them in my vision wiggling, then that's a good position. If they're too high and you can't see them, then they're too far back. Okay, so we lift them forwards and up, and then they're going to do a little fountain open to the side. This is known as second position of the arms, and then they come down again. Okay, we can do that twice. So they're going to lift forwards and up through second position, down. Okay, then we do it again. So one butterfly arm up and down, and the other one up and down, and then both arms up and down. And then we're going to do forwards and up and open and down and forwards and an up and an open and down. Okay, so let's try it with some music. Here we go. I guess I should say before we begin, so port de bras should be nice, flowy, soft arms. I find it really nice to dance port de bras. It's one of my favorite things in ballet, actually. Okay, so let's give it a go. Here we go. Both arms. And our third port de bras, left. And open. And again. One more time. Both together. And left. Okay, lovely. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do are some jumps. So this is to really get our feet warmed up. Now our feet are in our first position and we're going to do 2 jumps, stretching our legs and trying to point our toes, and then we land back in our first position. So I bend my knees first of all, and then I jump and I stretch them, and I land in my bend again, and I stretch. Okay, so watch again. I bend, and I jump as high as I can and stretch my legs. And I land again, and I stretch. Okay, so give it a go. Bend, jump, land. And we go again. Bend, jump, land. Okay, so we're going to do 2 jumps like that. Jump and a jump. And then we're going to jump our feet open and closed again. We did the open position in the pliés at the beginning. Do you remember? Where we point to the side and we stood in this position, so our feet are opposite each other and they should be even, so we shouldn't have like one more in front of the other. So that's the position we jump to. So we do first and a first, and then we bend and we jump to second, and then we come back into first again. Okay, so you jump first, first, second, first, first and a second, first. I'll show you. Whew, here we go. 6, 7, and a jump and a jump and open, close. Jump and a jump and open, close. Should we give it a go with the music? Okay. So first and a second, first, first and a second, first. Okay. Here we go. Alright, are you ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. How did you do? It's a little confusing, that one, if you haven't done it before. You might need to rewind and have a few tries. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is a little reverence, which is how we say goodbye and also thank you for coming to watch at the end of class or the end of a performance. Okay, so we're going to go from this corner over here, and just trying to see where I am. Okay, all right, and we're going to have our back foot prepared behind on a point. So you point to the front for me, and then pick it up and place it behind on your toe. There we are, and our arms are open nicely to the side. Or if you're a boy, you could have your hands on your hips like this, okay? And we're going to do 4 walks on the diagonal going forwards. So we're going to extend our leg and point our toes, and we're going to walk, 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 walk. And then we're going to do little tiny pitter-patter steps on the spot, which is called a beret. I'm going to move back a little bit because I don't think you can see my feet. On the spot, and our arms in a circle. And then we're going to lower our front foot, and we're going to point that back foot again. And then we're going to step to the side. So let's recap that bit again first. So, back to the corner. We do 4 walks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little beret, lifting our arms. Beret, 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 beret. And we lower down. Okay, we're going to step to the side. Our arm opens, and the other one opens, and now our other foot's behind, and we do a little curtsy, and you bow your head to say thank you, and we step the other way to here, and we bow our head to say thank you. Okay, now if you're a boy, and you're here, you can do your walks forward, 2, 3, 4, and a nice strong releve and lower, and then you can step to the side, and you can do a bow, and step to the side the other way, and do a bow. Okay, one more time. So, you can begin here, and you can do your walks forward, and then nice releve and hold, and then you can do your bow to the side, step, step, bow. Okay, all right, well, I'm going to do the girls' version. So if you're a boy, try and remember that. Okay, I'm going to put the music on, head to the back corner, and I'll let you know when to begin. This is from Swan Lake. Here we go. Okay, let's try it again. trying to get her in my head. Okay, this is the boys' version. So that concludes the ballet section for today. Before we go on to tap, I'm just going to show you the different dance shoes that I'm going to use for each style. So first of all, I was wearing these for the ballet. So these are soft canvas shoes. So they're super, super flexy and they fit your foot just like a sock would. And they have little pads on the bottom to help you turn and grip the floor, and then you can also wear them in leather as well. So it's just really what you prefer and also what your teacher might ask you to wear. For example, the leather ones tend to work your feet a little bit more. The shoes that are really most associated with ballet are point shoes. So these are point shoes, and it allows dancers to go right up onto the tops of the shoe like this. So they'd stand like so. This part is a little bit flexible to allow their feet a nice shape, and this bit is pretty hard. Okay, so it looks beautiful, but it's pretty painful. Now it takes quite a while to get into these shoes. You wouldn't just start ballet and straight away be in point shoes. It does take quite a few years because your feet and ankles have got to be really nice and strong. Even professional ballerinas, if they were doing a class every day, they would probably do the warm-up at the bar in these shoes because they are good for really working the feet and articulating the feet. But yeah, this is what every ballerina aspires to get into, but it does take a lot of time and dedication and hard work, but they do look beautiful. Okay, next we have tap shoes. So tap shoes, mainly leather if you want a nice pair of tap shoes, and they have two metal plates on the bottom. So they have them on the balls of the feet and on the heels, and a nice hard bottom. You can get flexible ones, but really the style of tap that's around these days requires a nice sturdy bottom to absorb the shock of what you're doing with the work. Mine have a rubber bit here to stop slipping, but that could also be suede. And yeah, so you make sounds with these parts, but also different parts of the shoe, like the heel and the very tip, or the inside and the outside. Yep, they come in nice different colours too if you want to be exciting. So that is my tap shoe. And then for jazz, I will be wearing these. So these are slip-on, and they are also split soles. They're nice and bendy, so you get really nice articulation of the feet. This has a hard bit here, so different to my ballet shoes, harder, and a little heel on the bottom. Yep, and that is all the shoes. Okay, so I'm going to get my tap shoes on, and then we'll get started. Okay, so next we have our tap section. All right, so again, you don't have to wear tap shoes. You can just do it in bare feet and pretend. So I have my tap shoes on. All right, I'm going to move back so you can see my feet. Now, first of all, we're going to learn a step called a shuffle. Now, just for balance, while we're learning, we're going to put our hands onto our hips. Now, I'm going to pick my foot up, so I'm going to bend from the knee, and I'm going to brush my foot forwards and hit the floor with this part of my tap shoe to the very front. So it goes forwards and makes a sound, and then I hit the floor again on the way back with the same part of the shoe, and it makes a sound on the way back. Okay, so it goes forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back, and that's called a shuffle. So it requires a balance too, because we're standing on one leg. So let me just show you again. So this, my shoe here, we're making the sound with this part of the shoe only. So I brush it along the floor forwards, and then I bring it back again, and that's what makes my sound. So it swings from the knee, I'll do it sideways. Okay, so it goes brush and a brush and a brush and a brush, brush and a brush, a brush and a brush. Okay, so we're going going to do 3 of those. We're going to go shuffle, 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 and then we're going to do a step heel, which means we're going to step onto the ball of our foot and then put our heel down. So it makes 2 sounds. I step on the front of my shoe first and then on the back. Okay, so put that together. We have shuffle, 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 a step, then a heel. Okay, and then we're going to do it with the other foot. Shuffle, 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 a step, then a heel. Okay, all right, let's try it again. This time we're going to begin with our right foot. So this one. Here we go. And a shuffle, 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 step, heel, shuffle, 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 step, heel. Okay, then we're going to add another bit onto the end. This time we put arms out to the side. And we're going to use the front part of our tap shoe to go toe. Then a heel, a toe, a heel. This is the very front and back of our tap shoes. Okay, so using the very top and then the very bottom. And we go. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, and step together. Hold the other side. Toe, a heel, a toe, a heel, a toe, a heel, a step together. Hold, and we go again. Shuffle. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Shuffle, a shuffle, a shuffle, a step, then a heel, and shuffle, a shuffle, a shuffle, a step, then a heel, then a toe, heel, a toe, heel, a toe, heel, a step together. Toe, heel, a toe, heel, a toe, heel, and a step together. Okay, so let's give that a go with the music, beginning with our right leg. Okay. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and shuffle, 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 step, then Okay, so next we're going to learn a paddle, also known as a paradiddle. You might have heard it called either paddle or paradiddle. Okay, so first of all, again, we'll put our hands on our hips. First of all, you do a heel dig forward. So we do heel dig, and then you're going to pick up your foot and brush the ball of your foot on the floor. Okay, so it goes heel, and then you hit the ball of the foot on the floor, and then you do a step and a heel like you just learned in the last exercise. Okay, so side on, I've got a heel, and then a brush back, dig, okay, heel, and a step, then a heel, other side, a heel, and a pull, and a step, then a heel, and a pull, and a step, then a heel. Okay, so what we're going to do is 2 slow ones. So we're slow on the right, then slow on the left, then 4 quick go on. Okay, then we'll go back to the beginning. And again, and again, a 4, a 1. Alright, here we go. Ready? And a 1, and a 2, 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and another 1. Again, 1, and a 2, and 4. 1, and a 2. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Turn this up. How'd you do? Good? Alright, we're going to put a different section onto the end of that. So, we're going to do a stamp. So we're going to start with our right foot. Stamp. And then we're going to do 3 heel beats. You leave the ball down and go heel, heel, heel. Okay, so you pick up your whole foot and you put it down as a flat foot. Stamp. Then heel, heel, heel. And then we do the other foot. Stamp, heel, heel, heel. Okay, ready? And stamp, heel, heel, heel. Stamp, heel, heel, heel. And then we're going to go stamp, stamp. That's into parallel. Then a hit, hit, clap. Okay, stamp, stamp. A hit, hit, clap. Do it again. Okay, so that was stamp, heel, heel, heel. Stamp, heel, heel, heel. A stamp, a stamp, a slap, slap, clap. Stamp, stamp, slap, slap, clap. All right, let's give it a go. Ready, 6, 7, and a stamp. 2, 3, 4. Stamp, 2, 3, 4. A stamp, a stamp, a slap, slap, clap. Stamp, stamp, a slap, slap, clap. How'd you do? Let's break the last bit down one more time, just in case. So it was a stamp, and a stamp, and then slap, slap, clap, and a stamp, and a slap, and a slap, slap, clap. Okay, so let's just do this stampy bit with the music. Alright, here we go. Good. Okay, so this time we're going to put those 2 exercises we just did together. So the paddle one, the paddle, paddle, then back to the paddle. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Into last thing, we're going to do some heel and ball beats, okay? So when we were doing our step heel, that heel is a heel beat, okay? So what we're going to do is 8 of them in a row, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So you lift up your right heel and go heel, then left heel, 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 okay? So sideways on, I've got heel, 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 heel. Then I need to adjust my weight slightly back so I can release the balls of my feet and I can lift my ball of my foot up and go ball, then right ball, 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 ball. Okay, and there are ball beats. So I do 8 heel beats and then 8 ball beats. Okay, I'll do it this way again. Ready some from this way, is it still my I'll do it this way. So you're doing your right heel first. Ready and a heel. 2, 5, 6. Then we've got ball beats. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to do it for 4. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's with your heels. And then we're going to do balls for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So it goes 8 heels and 8 balls. 4 heels and 4 balls, and then we're going to do 2 heels, 2 balls, and then a paddle that we just learned on the right, okay, alright, so then we're going to start again, but with our left heel. So our left heel goes first for 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then balls for 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then heels for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And a paddle, paddle. Okay. So from the beginning we have 8 heels, 8 balls. 4 heels, 4 balls. 2 heels, 2 balls, and a paddle. Then with the left, heels and balls and heels and balls and heels and balls and a paddle. Think you've got it? Okie dokie. Let's try it with some music. Here we go. Alright, right heel first. Here we go. And balls. 4. And 2. And a paddle. On the left. 4, 4. 1, 2. And a paddle. Okay, let's begin again. On the right. And 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And a paddle. On the left. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And balls. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 4, 2, 3, 4 balls. And 2. And a paddle. All right. Okay, so that is the end of the tap section. So I hope you've learned a few tap moves you can keep on practicing. Once you've got them in your brain, it's hard to get rid of them. You'll be at the supermarket, moving your feet, or sitting at school, or at work, doing some paddles and some step heels. Okay, so I'm going to put my jazz shoes on, and then I'll be back for a fun jazz combo. Hi, jazz time. Okay, so for jazz, we're going to do a combo to a song called Millionaire. So, we're going to begin with our feet together in parallel, and then we're going to ball change out, left, right, onto the balls of our feet. So we're going to go ball change, then come back in, ball change to our hands on our hips, and this leg turned out, okay? And then we're going to do a slow shoulder, shoulder, okay? So our feet together, and we go and out, and down, shoulder, shoulder. And then we can do a little left step, flick, right step, flick, and then fountain explode the arms out. Okay, so that was apart and down, shoulder, shoulder, and you flick, fountain open. Okay, we're then going to step onto our left foot and go step, and we're going to kick our right foot to the corner, kick, or our right leg I should say, kick, and our arms are in this position. It's a right angle, okay? So my hips are facing the corner. Don't have them facing around, you might hurt yourself. So I step and I kick, and I put my foot down and across, and I spin, turn around, back to the front. So my feet are back together in parallel. Okay, so we've just done fountain open, and then I did, hang on, so I've just done, sorry, I can't remember now. We've done shoulder, shoulder, step, flick, fountain open. Okay, yes, step on the left, step on the right, step and a kick, and down, turn around. There we are, got there in the end. So from the beginning, we have open, down, shoulder, shoulder, step, flick, fountain open, step and a kick, and we turn around. Okay, so nice and neat. Step, kick here. It comes across from the ball of the foot. You go up with two balls of the feet and turn around. Shall we try that with music? Here we go. 6, 7, and open. Down, shoulder, shoulder. Flick, fountain. Step, and a kick, and turn around. Let's try it again. Here we go, another go. 6, 7, and open. Down, shoulder, shoulder. Flick, explode. Step, kick, step, and a kick, and a turn around. Okay, from there, we've just got to this parallel position. We're going to do 2 slow struts around on ourselves. A strut, and then 4 quick ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we should be back into our place. Okay, so after our spin, we've got strut, a strut, a strut, 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 strut. Okay, so that finishes off the little phrase. We're then going to do a step, turn, step to the left side. A step, turn, step. So our feet are apart. And we're going to click and circle the arm. So that's a left arm, and you look as it goes. We go back the other way to the right. Step, turn, step. This time I'm going to hands on my hips, and I'm going to do a head roll to the right. Okay, so that was strut and a strut and a strut, 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 step, turn, step, and an arm over the top, and a step, turn, step, and a head roll. Okay, let's try that much with the music. Ready? 6, 7, and 1, 2, shoulder, shoulder, flip, and explode. Step, kick, and again a strut, strut, step, turn. from there, we are going to do, so we've just done head roll. We step forwards on our right. We're going to do with our left. Step left, point right, step right, point left. Okay, so nice and slow. We just got to here. Bum, bum. We go step left, point right, step right, point left. Now, one more time. And step, point, step, then a point. It has some arms. From here, we go step, and as we point, the arms are going to throw up. And then we step again, as they point, they're going to throw down. Okay, so from my head, it goes step and a point, a step and a point. So let's put that together from the beginning. Ready, 6, 7, and open. Down, shoulder and a shoulder. And flick, explode. We're gonna step, step, and a kick, and a turn around. A strut, a strut, a strut, 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 step, turn, step, bum, over, step, turn, step, head, step, and point, a step, and a point, and to finish, we're going to do our struts around again, strut, a strut, a strut, 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 huh. So at the end we're in a nice pose. So this foot's on the ball of the foot, and I've got my hands on my hips. Okay, so that last little bit, we've done step, turn, step, arm and a click, a step, turn, step, head, roll, step and a point, a step and a point. We go this way, bum, 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 hop. Shall we try it with the music? Okay. How was it? Let's give it another go. Here we go. 6, 7, 10. Here's the thing that I got on my mind. How the world's making people blind. Step kick. Solitary, ordinary, don't sit well with my gut. It's a shame I'm not holding my tongue. Radio making me feel so low. So heavy, that I let people come on. No, we all wanna be someone. The guy is killing, but I just wanna be a millionaire. Well, that's the end of my dance tutorial for today. I hope that it's inspired you to maybe take up some classes or just look a little bit further into maybe the online world. Dance brings me so much joy, and also my students that I teach, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Okay, thank you. Bye for now.